On March 27th, 2024, Elon Musk was deposed in a libel lawsuit filed by Ben Brody. Musk's lawyer, Alex Spiro, tried to retroactively mark the deposition as confidential, but it wasn't.
Of course I can ask him, do you think you committed actual malice? Do you think you were reckless? Of course I can ask those questions.
The deposition is a new Hug House podcast reenactment of the entire deposition, word by word, in full, taken very seriously.
Things that he did wrong.
But that's the point. That's not what you're allowed
Until he really just can't anymore?
Not what you're allowed to do in the deposition. You can't just get him talking.
The deposition drops on the 4th of July, 2024, with 4 weekly episodes. Subscribe on your podcatcher of choice or find us at hughouse.productions today.
This episode of Valence is brought to you by Unwell, the Midwestern Gothic audio drama by Heartlife NFP. I'm a podcast creator, but I'm also a podcast critic, and Unwell was an easy choice for my best podcasts of 2019 list for Polygon. Unwell is a gorgeous, strange story about a woman who returns to her Ohio hometown only to find that things are stranger than she remembers. It's heavy with themes of memory, community, and history, and the sound design is some of the best I have heard ever. You can find a link to Unwell in our show notes for this episode, and we here at Hug House hope you enjoy. Valence is a serialized fiction podcast with discussions and depictions of struggles with mental health. You can check our show notes or the transcripts on valencepod.com for a full list of content warnings and their timestamps. It's important to take care of yourself, especially here in New Candler.
Hey, Liam. You're here early.
Oh, I suppose I am. The thought of sitting at home and waiting had me...
Antsy.
That's a word for it.
Seems like you've been antsy a lot since Luis.
You haven't been?
Oh, I definitely have. I just don't have time to do anything about it. They'll expect us to go to ground because of this, which pisses me off. I don't like expectations like that, so I've been working overtime to find out everything I can based on what information you all have been able to tell me. I know the priority is stopping Riley, but I need to know who killed Luis. Don't you?
What if we already know who killed Luis? You have your suspicions. Your father and sister were both at the benefit. They both saw you. They both knew about his connection with you. They've both proven themselves comfortable
Anyway,
with atrocities.
That's how I've been keeping myself from sitting and stewing.
You're late, you two.
We're 47 minutes early?
No, I know I was Never mind. It wasn't very funny to begin with.
I hadn't... I'm sorry.
Well, seeing as we're all here early, we might as well start now. Since the benefit, we have gained new information regarding Riley Industries and their labs. We have learned they are developing their technology. And because we gained this knowledge through channels that were extremely unorthodox and not approved by our supervisors, we can do nothing about it. Until someone can devise a way to explain how we gained this intel while making it seem like we discovered it legally, My hands are tied.
Bureaucracy at its finest.
I hate this. I hate everything about this.
What other options are available to us right now? Is there another course of action we could try that might...
No.
No.
No. I'm tired of living my life as instructed by one face of the government after another. The DOJ, Agent Berkowitz, and now you and TEA. I'm tired of wanting to do good and being told it would be too much paperwork, that it would make somebody higher up uncomfortable, that somebody with more power than me wouldn't like it. I'm tired of having the tools to do good and being told it's against regulations. Grace, I'm so fucking tired.
I think it's fair to say that the last few days have thrown us all a little bit off our usual rhythm. That is to be expected.
Off our rhythm?
Yes. And as tragic as this loss is, we can't afford to devote more time to grieving at the moment.
Grace, are you hearing yourself?
I don't like it any more than you.
Listen, this loss affected you too. Luis was important to all of us. Yes, we still have a mission we need to remember, but we can't just sweep his memory under the rug. We need to make sure we go forward without leaving behind...
humanity.
Exactly. If you treat us like toy soldiers to line up and point at an enemy, then what is even the point of this? What is the point if both sides of this fight forget that we're still people?
I see. Sarah, do you have any thoughts on this?
I'm not amused. I'm not about to try and talk over them when it comes to conversations on how to treat them or what they can and can't be okay with.
God, I'm glad Flynn found someone like her. Our mission does remain the same. There is still a job that needs to be done, but I'm not sure the way we've been doing it will still work. In the weeks to come, we may have to do things that your superiors won't like, Grace. That's how making actual progress works, isn't it? We'll certainly need to do these things using methods that your superiors won't like. So if we continue to ask for their permission every step of the way, I am not optimistic about our chances for success. Or survival, frankly. They don't care about us succeeding. You know that. Only we do.
Riley's people won't be stopping to ask for permission or following endless bureaucratic chains of approval. To them, Luis was a warning shot. They want us to leave them alone to do what they have been planning all along.
If you're suggesting we all go rogue...
Grace, come on. It wouldn't be the first time we've done that. It wouldn't be the first time you've done that. A few years back, we got nixed from the budget during that back and forth about pointless government spending on programs that weren't in the greater public interest.
Then how are we still... Oh.
Exactly. I am very good at what I do.
Be that as it may...
What? Do you have a better idea? Grace, you started this. You got the ball rolling. I don't think any of us want to see this to the end without you, but we also can't keep going the way we have been. Not if we want to accomplish anything real. Luis died trying to save those people. Real, living people who are trapped right now, being tested on, and overlooking that would be monstrous.
I'm not comfortable with this.
But
there is nothing that is comfortable about our situation. And I will need to accept that to move forward.
Are you saying you're really considering going against regs? Gonna go rogue right alongside us?
Yes. I have been dissatisfied with being told to wait for men in suits to sign a permission slip. I thought I was making decisions in your best interests. and let them have control over you without knowing what you were getting into. I went along with it because I thought it would keep you all as safe as possible.
And now?
And now, I see that it played no small part in all of us choosing not to support Luis. To him, and to all of you, my insistence on following procedures probably felt like indifference. But it was ignorance. And I'm sorry that it took the loss of one of my oldest friends for me to understand. So, I guess now we lay out our cards and see if we've got rummy somewhere. Or at least if we can trick the dealer.
What do you mean?
Literally, what did that mean?
Sarah, can you...
Yeah, Grace, you got it. How much time do you think we...
No more than, 2 weeks probably, and we're going to need...
Wait, are you two figuring out how much money we're gonna...
Need to sneak out from under them. Yes. How much do you think we could reasonably get away with?
They didn't notice us skimming for all those months before I, fixed the budget. I really don't think they'll notice now. It's just a matter of taking a little here and a little there, and... ta-da!
What the entire fuck?
Think that'll do us for now?
You know, I think it might.
Then, if no one has any other business we need to square away today? No? Excellent, because I didn't sleep worth a damn last night, and I need a coffee.
Oh,
Yup. Oh, hell yes, you're coming too. You're looking a little more undead than usual.
Leadership suits you, Sarah. But, yes, I'll see you all later.
Hi, welcome to Firecreek. What can I get for you today?
The largest, blackest coffee you have, please. And a triple cappuccino for my friend here. Unless, Liam, are you feeling adventurous today?
Oh, no. A cappuccino sounds perfect. Thank you.
All right, so that and one of those croissants I saw coming out of the kitchen just now.
Coming right up.
Thank you. Flynn mentioned you haven't been getting much sleep. I have a theory on why, but I'd like to hear it from you.
Well, we've all, there's been considerable stress on us lately, and, well,
Is it Nico?
What? No, he's just a friend, and in spite of what you and Mahira have said, I think it's best we remain such for the time being. But I certainly have no excuse
Large black coffee and a triple cappuccino for Sarah?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna go get our drinks and give you a second to listen to yourself. Be right back.
There's no shame in being invested in someone. It's okay to admit it, especially to Sarah, who's already noticed anyway. Of course, it might cause some problems if Noelle killed him. Would you regret never acting on this hopeless crush of yours more or less if you found out he's gone because of your own flesh and blood? 100 other reasons for him not responding to your texts that don't involve being horribly murdered in an alley by your sister, and at least half of them are more probable. And another thing...
Here you go. Piping hot caffeine, ready to go. And look, she threw in a couple of shortbread cookies for you. Said you looked a little paler than usual today. So?
Thank you for the coffee. And I'll have to thank her for the shortbread.
Deflection. Real cute. You're welcome, but if you keep avoiding the question, I am stealing one of those cookies.
Oh, go ahead. It would be rude of me not to share.
Okay, then. Here's my theory. Regardless of whether or not you and Nico are a thing, or are going to be a thing, or even compatible enough that a thing would end in something other than catastrophe, you're worried about him. And you've got this weird guilt-shame combo thing going on that makes me think you feel bad for worrying about him. You're allowed to worry about really competent, powerful people too. This shit we do is dangerous, and the shit Nico does is every bit as bad. And with everything... All I'm saying is quit beating yourself up about it. You'll hear from him when you hear from him, and until then, worry or don't. It's your call. But it doesn't make you good or bad if you do. It makes you someone who gives a damn.
That's the problem.
Oh, Liam, I am not here to be your therapist. Oof. Too soon. Sorry. But you've got to figure that shit out on your own time. I am here to buy you a coffee and steal another of these killer cookies and try to pry out some information about you and your crush on our favorite disaster criminal.
You're, I'm very genuinely glad you and Flynn found each other.
What?
I'm not deflecting, or maybe I am, but that doesn't change the fact that you are both far better people than I deserve in my life.
Okay, if this is about to turn into you putting yourself down...
No, it isn't. I was going to say you're both better than I deserve as I am now. But I'm trying to be better, I think. I'd like to be able to feel I've earned your friendship, rather than just lucked into it.
Well... Okay. That's better than what I'd been expecting. Also, you should have the last cookie before I eat it, since they were for you and all.
I am worried. And that did feel like it meant I wasn't confident in his abilities. I became accustomed to his presence in my life, in our lives. He carves out a space for himself very quickly.
He definitely does that.
And to have that space be so empty so suddenly, with no warning and no follow-up, it's unsettling. I don't care for it. And I don't have any practice missing people, because I haven't let myself care about very many people in my life. And after...
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you can see why I haven't been sleeping well.
You're sure there's nothing else to it? Nothing else rattling around in that head of yours? Just you missing Nico and beating yourself up over it?
Well,
What would she think of you if she knew your family included potential murderers? Would she look at you the same way? Would Flynn? Because she would tell him, you know. And then where would you be?
I just worry. That's all. But I'm working on not letting my anxieties get the better of me.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for anything that could give us a heads up on your boy and what he's been up to.
He's not my... Thank you. I appreciate that.
You don't know it wasn't her. You don't know she didn't kill him. She probably did. She probably killed Nico, too. And that's probably why he still hasn't shown up. Shut up! Pay attention to your best friend!
So, okay, wait. So this isn't Hamlet, then?
No! Well, okay, yeah, kinda. But, like, you know, if Hamlet were, like, great and had, like, awesome songs and, like, there were no humans... And also, like, Whoopi Goldberg was there as a hyena. So then, like, his kind of ghost dad, like, up in the sky is like, Simba, hey, you need to actually go do shit. You can do it. You've got this. And then, like, Simba's like, Pops, I don't know if that's the case. And also, you're dead. And then his dad is just like,
There's still a Cabernet in the
go
kitchen,
stop.
you know.
Like,
Maybe a Malbec, too. Noel probably killed. Really pathetic.
So, still no word? Don't play dumb.
Yeah, no. Still no word.
Are you worried?
Perpetually.
Okay, fair. Are you worried that something happened to him?
Yes, but not really. Like, I know nothing happened to him, even if my anxiety wants me to think something did. It's hard not to wonder...
keep picturing it being her.
Riley?
No, that would actually be easier, I think. Noelle.
Ooh.
I keep picturing it being her, standing over him. Luis, but then Nico.
You've got it really bad for him, huh?
I don't know. And you know I don't know. Yes, kind of, but I know it isn't what happened. To Nico, the Noelle. I know nothing bad happened to him, and I know that if it did, it wasn't Noelle who did it. But it's what my brain wants to think happened. Or that, and I keep having to stop myself from opening another bottle, but that's...
Yeah, remind me to send a fruit basket or something to Maida.
I'm sorry it took someone else having to tell me.
I'm not gonna say it's okay, but I am gonna say that what I care about most right now is that, like, I'm glad you're working on it, and I'm here to help.
Thank you, Flynn. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Come here, you big dumb crow. My little chicken nugget.
Oh, get repulsive.
We'll get through this.
I hope so.
You good?
I think I am.
Huh. Well, neato.
It's been getting easier. It's... When you look at it, you know, it's kind of pretty.
Huh. I think I'm actually kind of speechless right now.
I think I'm going to go on the roof and see what I can do.
That sounds dangerous. And dumb.
Probably.
Gonna be okay?
Probably.
Okay.
You can do this. No, you absolutely cannot. Shh. Yes, you can. And you need to. You're going to have to be able to defend yourself from the others soon. Don't you remember the first time you did this? The first time you shot a bolt of lightning? That's what got you locked up in the first place, because it's dangerous. What you learned from Luis's book. Remember what you learned from Luis, and Mahira, and Nico. You can do this.
Ah, fuck! Ow! Fuck!
See?
Oh my god, shut up! I get it, I hate myself, it's understood, it's fucking understood! But you're getting fucking boring! This is boring me. I don't have to keep listening to every fucking self-defeating thing I say. Christ, shut up! Oh my god! I sound absolutely crazy. I probably am. Okay, Liam. You're just gonna speak to yourself out loud and accept that. And you're not gonna worry about anyone's perception of you, because it is raining out and you are alone on a roof. And because it's not as though people speaking to themselves in New Candler is anything new. Oh my god, I sound crazy. Right. Luis would tell me that the word crazy doesn't mean anything and is probably just harmful, and right. And it's probably just the storm. Got me all jazzed up. Right. Just too much energy, which should make things easier. Fuck it. Whew. You can do this. You know what you're doing. You just need to stop holding yourself back.
Alright, take it. 1, 2, 3.
Valence is a Hug House production. You can find more of our work at hughouse.productions. Valence is edited and sound designed by Julia Schaffini. This episode was written by Katie Yeomans and Will Williams. This episode was performed by Josh Rubino as Liam and Liam's Inner Voices, Ishani Knitkar as Mahira Varma, Caleb Del Rio as Flynn Velasco, Jordan Cobb as Sarah Harris, Katie Chen as Grace Chen, and Tal Manir as the Firecreek barista. If you're ever in Flagstaff, Arizona, check out the actual Firecreek. It's my heart's second home. We'd like to thank some of our Indiegogo backers who helped fund our first season. Andrea Klassen, Fox Cooper, Ian Flower, Jimmy Chann, Keegan Knoll, and Liam Belson. Until next time, protect your magic.